the secret to balancing our budget is, in my opinion, is getting economic growth and spending under control. And if we do this right, if we put in place the plan that gets our debt, it's all about confidence and trajectory, getting our debt and deficit on the downward trajectory and having confidence that we're going to do that. If you act now, we can do it in a very compassionate way. We can do it in a way that's gradual and modest and incremental. If we act now, we can make sure that people who've already retired, who've already based their entire lives around these programs that they're counting on, that they paid into all their working years, we can keep those guarantees. We can do that. And we're going to have to make reforms for the younger population. Because you know what? These programs, Medicare, Medicaid, Social Security, they're not going to be there like they are today for them when they retire. So we owe it to people, to be honest, to put in place the kinds of plans to give them systems that are actually solvent and therefore reliable and dependable. That is going to help us tremendously. So just putting in place the plans that guarantee these benefits, make them solvent and sustainable, that's a sturdy safety net, that's a prosperous future, that helps our economy today because it gives us the optimism, it gives us the encouragement that we know we got our act together, our currency's stronger, our tax rates are lower, our interest rates are lower, we can grow and be competitive. If we don't do any of those things, then all bets are off. And that's the problem. If we don't get our budget under control, all bets are off. I like artificial controls on budgets. States have balanced budgets. I like the idea of that, but I would not do it without what I call taxpayer protection. If you have a balanced budget requirement at the federal government and you can just allow taxes to be increased to do it, then I really worry about that. I asked CBO, what will the tax rates have to be on my kids when they're having their grandkids? They basically told me that the lowest tax bracket in America, they actually said, you know, we can figure those numbers out. We have this thing called generational accounting, and we can project based on current paths of spending what future tax rates will be. And they told me this: the lowest income tax bracket, 10%, goes to 25%. The middle income tax brackets in Americans for all income tax rates go to 66%. And the top tax rate, which is the sub-S's, the LLCs, that goes to 88%. And then in the next sentence, the CBO said in this letter, this could have some negative effects of economic growth at that time. So we don't want to balance our budget that way. So I really think the better way is spending caps. Actual, enforceable, I call it belts and suspenders approach to capping government spending and giving us the tools to do that. But even with whatever artificial control you have, a spending cap, a BBA, whatever, it's no substitute for getting in and rewriting the laws that are the drivers of our debt. And that is exactly what we will propose to do this spring with our budget. Thank you.